today. I got some more bad news for Rose, the Subie. It's always something with this car, but that's how it is when you do stuff to your car. You do modified parts and all that. What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to a new video. Today, the first thing you'll notice is the manifold is off because my fuel line was like rubbing right here. You can see that little indent. The fuel line was rubbing on the bottom of the manifold right here on this little flange. So, you okay, Bubba? It's okay. This is Jax, if you guys haven't met. We have a puppy. He's 6 months old now. Took the manifold off so I could bend this high pressure fuel pump like inlet right here a little bit more down so it kind of clears it. It's almost where I want it, so like a millimeter clearance. I'm gonna give a couple more smacks with the hammer and the 11mm socket. You wanna go inside? We'll go inside, huh? Like I was saying, sorry, I put my dog inside real quick. A couple more smacks with the hammer, 11mm socket, deep socket. Just gonna hit it down a little more and then we should be good. It cleared right now like with a millimeter, but I'm gonna just get it a little bit more cleared. And then as well as the transmission is leaking. If you guys can see that little dot right there, I've been driving it, I've known it's been leaking. I just wanted to make this video to fix that stuff. My bumper is rubbing a little bit. I cut this bezel off because it was rubbing on the piping. Hopefully it should clear now because my bumper kept popping off on this side, so we should be good on that. I basically cut the entire thing off, and then I'll show you guys where the trans is leaking. I basically think the whole trans is bad. The guy sold me a bad trans. He told me it was a 2019 with 20k miles, but honestly the way it's been, I honestly doubt it. So not gonna out anyone or any names or company names or anything, but definitely probably won't be going back there. So it is what it is. Eventually might have to get a new trans because I'm tired of trying to fix it, to be honest. So let's get everything else buttoned up and then we can take a look at the trans. To be honest, when I first started doing this and I had to smack my fuel line like that way with a hammer, if you guys can see all like the marks and everything on it, but it was kind of scary because I didn't want to break anything, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So I hammered this fuel line a bunch, and then this should be clear now. Put the manifold back on, It's super easy to take off. It's only 6 bolts, and then these 2 lines and this line real quick. Well, this line, but it's right here. Torque it down and we should be good. Let me get it fitted back on and then we'll check clearance. You can't see it on camera and I can't zoom in because this is a GoPro, but it is right here, and the fuel line and the manifold clear, so should be good. The last thing I wanted was it to rub through the fuel line and then poof, car on fire, so definitely don't want that. So I been wanting to take care of it. Glad that is good now. And then test fit the front bumper, and that should be good. And then we can look at the trans. I also do want to upgrade my IAG air oil separator to the what is it called? The competition series with like the dump tube out that makes it with no positive crankcase pressure, just because I am pushing a little more horsepower. I believe they say to do it after like 500-600, but I'm at like 400 probably, so I'm gonna do it anyways, just because it's probably better for the car from what I've heard in research I've done. Don't quote me, do your own research. Just like that, the manifold is back on, torqued down, and the bumper is going back on. I just gotta clip it in on the sides. Should fit on the bumper now. I can see that it's clearing the pipe now, so should be all good. Now to look at the trans. You guys can see she's leaking pretty good. You see the oil is built up all over it. Super wet up here. If you watched the previous videos, I fixed this like differential retainer or spacer, whatever you want to call it. It like sets the space of how the front diff is lined up and everything. Still wet right there, it looks like at the bottom, so that's leaking. This pan's for sure leaking out these bolts and everything. So honestly, I really don't even know if I want to fix it, because I'm just tired of dealing with it. This boot got a little bit of grease buildup on it, and it's a brand new axle from Subaru too, which is funny enough. But that is the Subaru for you, I guess. So can't do anything about it. It is what it is. Just gonna say fuck it, run the trans. It used to leak on the input shaft and you could feel underneath the clutch that it was dirty, but if I can't get the light there and hold my phone and the GoPro, if you get the light there, it used to be like super wet up here and stuff. Obviously it's just grease, it's just dirty from like the clutch wear and everything, so that's fine. But yeah, she leaking. That's the bad news. Look at that. Straight dripping. Fresh, brand new oil. So, it is what it is, I guess. Get the bypass valve, all the intake piping and everything under here. That all looks good. Pipe finally clears right there. Put my hand right here. So we're good on that. Get out from underneath the car. Jackson's back outside because he was crying to come back out 5 minutes after we put him in. Is it not hot now? You good? Are you good? Little cutie. If you guys are curious, he's a Weimaraner. It's like kind of like a hunting breed type of dog. He's doing good on like listening and stuff, but he is a puppy and acts like a puppy at the end of the day. A little crazy hyperball energy. As far as the trans though, I mean, I don't even know if I'm gonna fix it. Take that little pan off, like the little drain pan where the pan where the drain plug is on the trans. That way I could see if that helps at all. But at this point I'll end up probably buying a new trans eventually, because it's just kind of annoying to deal with. It is not what I was told it was, but at the end of the day, you know, can't do anything about it. Maybe if I hit the guy up for another one, he can give me like a little discount. We'll see. I don't know. Haven't talked to him. If you guys are wondering what the background noise is, my dad is changing the ball joints on his truck, his diesel, and I've been working on my car over here. But that's gonna be pretty much it. That's all I have for this video. It was just kind of fixing a few small things that I wanted to take care of fitment wise, so everything's like A1, and as well as kind of letting you guys know the trans is leaking. I mean, I've seen it that it's been leaking. I checked it once already, but I figured that you guys want to know as what Bubba, you trying to tell me something? What's up? It's finally nice and cool out. The sun's going down. You good? You got your water? Onyx is a little attention whore, aren't you, bud? He just always loves attention. You got a bunch of gnats on you, bud. Yeah, like I said, just a few small things this video. Just letting you guys know about the trans, because I just wanted to let you guys know how the car is doing. And if you watched the last video, it was also some bad news about getting state refed. Keep you guys updated on that as well. But as always, thank you for watching. Drop a like down below, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.